Welcome back on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Diamond Bank has become, as we speak, the highest percentage gainer with a daily growth of 9.96%. It has beaten MC Nichols, that was on the first list before, as the highest gainer, also with 9.8% percentage growth. These are what I can see now on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Meanwhile, Equities, MPF Microfinance, Sovereign Trust Insurance, Regency, International Bureaus, where my is FCMB, all this has pushed Zenith to the back. On the losers end, we still have Livestock Foods, Japan, United Capital, Fidelity, Dangote Sugar, Oando, and Dangote Cement. Our friend from Global View Capital, Aruna Kebira, is here with me already. Aruna, why should Dangote Cement be losing? Please give us the table of Dangote Cement, and we look at the performance that is in the audit report of this company. Let Aruna explain to us, because it's like something is happening on the floor of that stock exchange that many of us do not know, right? Why did I say so? The turnover is about the only trillion naira company, or the company that is tending towards trillion naira turnover on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Please give me Dangote Cement data. All right? In 2018 audited account, 901.213 billion, almost 1 trillion, from 805.58, a growth of 11.87% in turnover. That is to say, it's not reducing, it's not giving room to competitors. They are still dominating. Number two, the profit after tax, which measures efficiency, also grew by 91.1%. What are we talking about? From 390.325 billion, from 204.24 billion to 390.325 billion. The earning per share is 22 naira from 11 naira 65 kobo. Despite the price, that is a growth of 95.97%, almost 100%. Looking at the price this time last year was 264 naira 90 kobo. And then the price as at the time the result was released was 196 naira 60 kobo. So price is declining, and then earnings improving. Dividend also grew from 10 naira 50 kobo last year to 16 naira this year, 52.38%. Aruna, on the radio this morning, you were still saying the market is looking forward to see improved in turnover, improved in profit after tax, improved in dividend. Dangote has everything.
Yeah, what we saw here is the state of the market. You can remember that on the day this result was released, it was after the trading. The next day, it gained almost 10%. It was traded 211 for a very long time, up to about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The Dangote Cement was traded 211 until the same market. There was this pressure from the sell side that forced it down to where we are seeing it. But for the fact that Dangote is losing today, I just believe that is market gyration. And I believe at the end of the trading today by 2:30, we won't see Dangote on the loser's chart because the result is good. But for the fact that it has not raised its head above from where it is just because of the state of the market.
Let me tell everyone that bothers to listen, and that is why the opportunity has been created for you. When people got to hear that the value, net worth of Alhaji Aliko Dangote in the global rating saw it, they didn't know the secret. This is the secret. All right? Now, Yomi and I, Yomi is our general manager in StockSwatch, we're just looking at what Alhaji Dangote stands to get in this dividend alone is not less than 230 billion naira. Only one individual. Are you currently managing a small company? Why not manage it very well and make it such that you can bring to the market and list? Let others also begin to invest in your efforts. Every one of us, we might not necessarily become as rich as Alhaji Dangote, but we can at least at our own level
put food on our table.
If we do what he has done. More so, you might not be able to be a cement manufacturer. But when you come to invest in Dangote Cement, if you can afford it, it has just come to 195 naira per share now as we speak. Then you are also a cement manufacturer in your own right.
All right, yes.
All right? Okay. But generally, what price do you think is ideal for Dangote Cement with this kind of result?
The Dangote Cement should have been trading over 200 naira by now.
And so, what would be your advice for those who are currently in it? Should they sell and then look for opportunity somewhere?
Anybody that is in Dangote Cement at 195 should hold. Because definitely the market will look at Dangote side.
This kind of stock, will you even advise anybody at all to do short term with it because the float might not be readily available?
The only short time you can do is when the time is getting close to markdown. Because no, definitely they are going to remove the system. There may be a short pullback. And that is the only time you can do short time with Dangote Cement at this performance.
This market is very dynamic. MC Nicole has come back again as the highest percentage gainer, as I can see now. And I cannot even see Diamond Bank. Okay, Diamond Bank has shifted to, I think, the 5th. Now, the market is very dynamic. All right? Will you be buying MC Nichols?
If it's available, because this morning actually was not available. I was supposed to be trading at 56 kobo. There was bid, but there was no offer.
Wow. And could that be because of the audited report that has just been released?
Yes, that is why the bid just sold. And you know, MC Nicole is on the ASM. And there's not too much activities. But this morning there was activity, but nobody was actually doing the supply. All
right. Please give us the data, the table for MC Nichols, and we look at it together. Aruna, they are now MC Nichols Consolidated, suggesting that they do more than one business as we speak. Right. Aruna, but their turnover is down, right? Then their profit after tax slightly up. They do not meet the condition that you recommend. But again, we could see that despite the decline in the turnover and the marginal growth in the profit after tax, their earning per share increased. What you have there is not 12 naira, it's 12 and a half kobo. And what you are seeing there, that's why I wrote K. So what you are seeing there is not 10 naira 42 kobo. It's 10.42 kobo. All right, which is 19.96% growth in earning per share. I think that is still manageable, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But the price of this equity also has declined from 1 naira 20 kobo last year to 51 kobo. Now, I think that is the attraction.
Yes, because I believe it will be doing 56 kobo by now. We will have gained 10%.
Yes, MC Nichols is 56 kobo as we speak. And that is what I've always said. Price declining and earnings improving. And so, in the long run, price of a stock and its earning will necessarily converge and move in the same direction. That is the second law of equity behavioral pattern in abionomics. I am abionomics. All right? If you call me the oracle, that is also my name. There is one thing I would have loved to talk about in the result of Dangote Cement, but I will say that in this result. You see, one of the ways you determine that the dividend of a company is good, Aruna, tell me if I'm correct or wrong, is to compare it with what obtains as interest payment in the money market. True or false?
Yeah, check what is the return.
Do you know the return that if you have like 2 million naira now in the money market, that is as fixed term deposit, how much would they be offering you? Would they give you more than 5-6%?
I don't think so.
In other words, if you get 10%, all right, in the case of MC Nicole, they are selling at 51 kobo, though it's 56 kobo now, and they are giving 5 kobo dividend. This is almost 10%. All right, we'll be calculating something in the region of 9%. So that makes the dividend good. All right. And in the case of Dangote at 195 naira, you are getting about 16 naira dividend. I don't think that is also bad. All right. Let's now come to Diamond. How much do you think before the agreement, or do I say takeover or merger, whichever way, with Access? How much do you think Diamond can still get to?
It has, since this announcement, it has touched 250, and it has been finding it difficult to break that resistance. And I think probably maybe a day previous to the day the court will meet, there's every possibility that it might break it. But if not, it will trade below 250. All
right. So what other equity will you want someone like me to focus my attentions on now that we are expecting a lot of results in the market?
We see GT came down from 39 naira to 35.50. It was 35.50 this morning, but I saw it going back. Maybe I'll be doing like 36 naira by now.
But are you not surprised that Zenith released its result upper week, and up to now we are yet to see the audit report?
I think it was the time Zenith submitted first to CBN. I think they have Zenith announced that they submitted their auditor report to CBN around January. I don't think that that was the same period that GT submitted their result. I think a lot of things are changing. You know, before when Zenith released this morning, by evening we will see
worst case scenario the following morning.
I think things are changing. I think the Guarantee submitted their audited report late to CBN. I think that's why we are still expecting it.
Right. And what is the expectation? Because so far so good today, I can see Guarantee moving by 1.40% up. The last price it traded, as I can see here, was 36 naira. So what price are you looking at? And what is your expectation as far as the result is concerned?
The result definitely will going to be good, because at least we have seen them at quarter 3 APS of about 6 naira. So which means that they can do like 7, they can do like 8. But just the dividend payout, what they always do is to benchmark their dividend with that of Zenith. So chances are that they may be paid like 250 or maybe 255 or 260, just maybe 5 kobo or 10 kobo over and above what Zenith paid.
Low price talk. Wema, is there any hope for those who are in it?
In fact, I was actually waiting for Wema at 70 kobo when the market was coming there. I never got there. I believe that the gyration in Wema, if you get Wema at 70 kobo and exit at 1, I think that is a good play.
Meanwhile, Wema is currently selling at 84 kobo.
Yeah, and it came down to, I think, almost 72, 73 kobo.
And you see it's still declining before the release of its audited report?
It depends on the market. If the market is good, they may not decline.
FBNH is currently celebrating its 125 years in operation. Well, is age any determinant of the kind of stocks we should invest in?
In this market, no.
So now you are not recommending FBNH?
If FBNH is old and have a good track record of good earnings, why not? But if it is old and is bereft of good track record, I don't think I will look at the site.
Right. The right of fixing is opening this Wednesday. What will you be telling your clients?
On the day it was announced, I think fixing went up by 10% that day. I think they missed like the reversed terms. I think the market is actually prepared to receive it.
But what will you be telling your clients?
To buy.
To buy?
Yes.
Why will you be telling them to buy?
We have seen severally performance of fishing. It's just that recently the price declined. We have been seeing fishing declaring good result and good dividend. And I believe that by the time they need working capital, I think that's why they are doing this right. I believe by the time they have the money to plow back and make use of it in the business, I think it will grow.
I'm very sure you must have had access to Aruna's number in the course of our discussion together. Thank you once again, Aruna, for coming. And we hope to host you again next Monday by the grace of God. And maybe 1 or 2 days on the radio before this week runs out. All right?
Yes.
So you can call Aruna and then you take it up from there with him. We've got to round off on this platform today. But by the grace of God, I'm going to be on the radio Tuesday, Wednesday through to Friday. If you are watching in Lagos, tune to 103.5 FM, 9 o'clock to 9:15 in the morning. And you can visit our website, www.stokesng.com. This video presentation is going to be there, segmented. And buy Stocks Watch Weekly newspaper. You will not regret reading through. So, on this platform, I shall return by the special grace of God next week, Monday, the same time. Until then, I remain yours sincerely in wealth creation, circulation, and preservation. Abayomi Obablito. God bless you.